Yep, let's go, guys. Aj no value. Yep, today no value. Boom. आज VCT देख रहे हैं इसकी माँ का. Wow.
Cho chiến thắng, chỉ kẻ mạnh nhất giữa những kẻ mạnh mới xứng đáng chạm cúp, lưu danh thiên hạ đến ngàn đời sau.
Okay. Stage 1. Let's go. Global Esports versus FS.
Global Esports.
From Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, it is the first day of the VCT Pacific Finals weekend, and your first matchup, it's Global Esports taking on Full Sense. Global Esports, it was already so impressive, qualified to playoffs, and our first team to qualify to Masters London. The biggest question is, can they take it all? Can they earn everything and become champions of stage 1?
Yeah, you said it, Mika, a historic rise for that team, but on the other side, it's Full Sense.
Absolutely, Pacific's AIM Demons are now on the Vietnamese stage and one win away from the grand finals. Could this be redemption for the Thai squad, who came so close to champions last year and so close to that Pacific trophy?
Yeah, this is so personal for Cruz and Sense. Not only is it bringing a full Thai squad to another roadshow where they fell short last time, but also to an international event for the first time in so many years. He'll also be playing against his old head coach, and he'll want it to be proved that he is the better leader in the server and lead his way and his team into the grand final.
Yeah, this team will be having flashbacks to Japan last year. They missed out so narrowly on that international. Now we know that they've made it there. Can they change that roadshow narrative? Can they get that win here and advance to the grand final?
And suddenly it hits you. Suddenly the players walk onto that stage, they face the fans, and they know that this is their moment. You see the smiles from the players as well, and they kind of transform because they realize that this is it. This is what they have to show to everybody watching Pacific right now.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this match. It is for a spot in the grand final. Both of these teams already qualified in towards London, so both of them want to continue the great momentum they've had through the upper bracket. They've both got an upset over a titan, a behemoth of Pacific on the way into that international event, and they want to prove that they are the best and it wasn't a one-time fluke.
Yeah, they're on the
I don't know
hunt for that
कितना
first
sound
seed. You
set
get that
रखा है.
advantage over there at Masters,
Okay,
which
wow.
is not small, by the way, but I think more than that, it's about the pride. It's about proving you're the best in Pacific, when we already know Pacific is the best in the world. This means so much to everybody on this stage, and you just know they're going to bring their A game here.
I remember when you made a comment,
So late, let's go. Hey, SATL नहीं है. ये सारे बाहर के बनते हैं, bro. But still global esports है. अपना support तो उसको ही है.
London stage. For Full Sense, we already know that they are experienced at this. GE, that's a big question for them. How are they going to look like on that stage?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Okay.
different playing in front of a big crowd, a lot of noise there. a lot
मैं
of
इतना
upsets going
ज़्यादा
on
मतलब
in
मेरा
the
साउंड सही आ रहा है या
your
फिर उनका भी
schedule.
ज़्यादा आ रहा
How
है?
you respond to
Just tell me.
adversity is how you are
Lol,
able
yep.
to win. So I think this is a great test for all the players here.
Totally agree. Heading into London, I mean, Cruz is going to be the experienced leader in the server up against Harvey. It's his rookie year as an IGL, and he's already accomplished so much for an organization that had a tough time breaking into the top 4. If Global was to be led by a
Bro,
rookie
ये
IGL
PC
to
और ये
win
सब
the
देख
whole
सकते हो
league,
क्या?
that
Damn.
would be something truly historic.
Absolutely. You look at the experience gap between Cruz and Javi on these kind of stages, right? Javi just is starting on his journey, and you have Cruz, who said in that teaser that this could be his last chance.
Yeah.
So that's pretty dangerous for him as well. If he
बाल
knows this
कटवा ले
is going to be
भाऊ.
one of his last chances, then you know that he's going to bring everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think we take a look again at this veto. I think for me,
तो
it makes a lot
watch
of
party
sense. Full
किस
sense that are selecting
अपनी
Spin there. Last time we saw it
टीम
from
ही
GE,
नहीं.
it was
अरे
that
ऐसा
they
क्यों
beat
यार? ऐसा थोड़ी
Paper
होता है.
Rex.
ग्लोबल
Your
esports
team
अपनी इंडिया की तो
really
टीम है.
did look very strong, so I'm
मतलब
curious
इन
what
शॉर्ट एशिया की
composition
टीम है.
that
So
they
like
will be bringing
सपोर्ट
into
करना
that
चाहिए. क्यों
GE
नहीं करना
group,
चाहिए?
insta-picking that breeze. We know they're so good.
I wouldn't be surprised that if both of them change comp, to be honest. For
Yeah.
Full Sense, they did play Deadlock Cypher. It's something that Frost is very familiar with, but it's something that also played quite well into Zeta, I believe it was.
This
I think I
doesn't
said
matter,
Barrow before,
bro.
but it was Zeta they played against, and it really cracked down on their double duelers. For GE, they also changed to the Vice comp, which didn't work particularly well against Paper Rex. So I wouldn't be surprised to see change-ups for both of these teams. It's been a little while since Full Sense have played it, and they picked it into this series. So I think Cruz has learned a little something from Frost
Yeah.
about mind games,
First
and
match split,
structuring
let's go.
maps, and how you're kind of picking them into some of these series.
I think Cruz knows Frost too well to not change here in my mind. Frost is so good at these antis, and we know how good this GE team is when they have a strong anti to work with. I'd love to see a swap coming out from Full Sense.
Oh, I totally agree, and I think that for Full Sense, having a look at the comp they're bringing into here, this screams Paper
Let's
Rex,
go.
this screams aggression. They've been adopting a lot of their comps at the moment, and I think on this attacking side,
Wow.
they want to
एक सेकंड. ग्लोबल esports, ओमन, फेड, सेज, डबल कंट्रोलर. Okay. Still double controller. Okay, let's
start
go.
out pedal to the metal.
On a breeze,
Let's see.
Javi understands this agent so well, and it has so much stopping power.
Yeah, I mean, against the Jet and the Rays, though, they could potentially have a little bit more mobility over some of these Sage walls.
Well, let's get ready for map number 1.
Ascent
Vietnam,
है.
say hello
KJ
to your
लेना था ना
passers.
इनको.
Paper
अच्छा split
Thin
है
and
तो my bad.
Achilles.
Oh, baby, what a pleasure it is to be here live in
Okay.
Ho Chi Minh City. I'm Achilles, that's Paper Thin. We're going to be taking you through
Okay, we are here to like show the match, bro. Start it. Okay. ये लोग तो भाई स्टार्ट होने से पहले ही भाई काफी लाइक क्या बोलते हैं वो घंटों से इनकी प्रैक्टिस चालू हो जाती होगी भाई. क्या लगता है तुमको? दिस इज जस्ट लाइक उनका वार्म अप होता होगा 1-1.5 घंटा तो भाई इजीली चलता होगा ना. लाइक सुबह उठा नहाया धोया हगा भाई और थोड़ी आ गए. हेलो बर्थडे कर ये हाँ तेरा बर्थडे है ना आज तो. हैप्पी बर्थडे एंजल. हैप्पी बर्थडे. मैं भूल ही गया लोल यार. मेरा आज एग्जाम था फाइनल. आई नो साउंड नहीं आ रहा होगा.
prep ready and then get onto the server.
Okay, let's go.
and pound.
Yep.
So we'll see who's going to be able to come out on top here, but I really do like the adjustments. The Sage coming up for Javi again as we get ready to go to split. It's to every single team they've come up against.
Let's
We
go.
should be seeing a lot of the Sage with Breeze coming into the mix as well for GE. So I'm really excited about this, an agent that I've been begging to see more. Completely honest, because
Let's go.
I think they have some of the best Sage tech and ideas that I've seen
Moonlight,
here.
hey, yo,
So I'm
Ananya,
really
hi,
excited that
welcome to
Javi's
stream.
gonna be piloting that again, that he's going to be bringing out some of that really unique ideas and
Yo,
strategies. and some of
Global
the walls
Esports.
that they use on Breeze. I'm planning to see them implemented here as well.
Crowd here, excited and ready to get
Okay.
into the action.
नहीं
And this is just
अनाया हाँ
drop
ओके
in a
अनाया
bucket of what
ओके
we've got
वही.
going on here in Ho Chi Minh
Yep.
City, down in the lobby. A massive activation
Hello.
for the fans. Line out the door. These guys have been pumped and ready to watch Valorant. I'm so happy.
ये साउंड तेज करो. ओके.
Matches of this caliber right here to their door.
So awesome, because I know how much passion there is in this country for esports.
Yep.
You know, throughout our years of
It's
casting, many players, and the viewership here is absolutely incredible. And now they finally get the opportunity, and they are so
So
hyped.
let's
I
go.
mean, it is
Match is going to
packed
start
in
in
this
20
arena. It is
seconds.
packed downstairs at the fan activation. Absolutely insane. And that we're going to be kicking it off with Full Sense and Global Esports on Split. 718 days since Autumn played in his last Masters with FPX at Shanghai. Crazy to think that he's going to be going back again with a whole new team, whole new region.
सब पे घोस्ट है ये शेरिफ पे है
He eliminated from that, had to play the two best teams at the tournament, and nearly made their way into the playoffs himself, but
wow
now finds himself already slotted for Masters London, but where they end up in the seeding
okay
is yet to be decided. But into the action we do go. Sense slow little creep out. Batman will turn. No, ends up getting
Hello,
up at that
Gaya.
flash, and they turn back.
Gaya
They're able
wo.
to spot him out, and that's going to be Jit Boys coming away with the kill. So Patman down, nice and
This
early.
one?
Full Sense now with an open B site.
Yeah, I love
बड़े
the way
लोग
Primi
भाई
entered
बड़े
there.
लोग अरे अरे अरे
Back first, he was watching for somebody to be tucked up on top of that box. So don't take any casualties, only a smidge of damage.
उसने राइट शील्ड बाय करी है लोल
We'll find one. Jit Boys does end up getting picked apart. That ain't Primi.
it's already
It's
four
okay,
अच्छा
come on.
44 ही है okay nice
But Primi is
All
gonna be the
are
one
coming
taking
from
point here, trying to
CT,
hold
bro,
them
damn.
back at the flood. Sees a gun barrel, gets one, gets two. We're going to be joining in, able to find Hobby with Unotan now. Last one standing for the team is able to find it, but Cruz
Let's
taking a
go.
little position up into heaven. Will be able to take him down in Full Sense. Get the opening pistol.
Yeah, not too
Boom.
much to that round. A little bit of contact from the Fade Prowler over towards Cruz. He absorbs that. It keeps the extra players over on that side of the map. And again, this execute
स्टार्टिंग का फ्लैश और वो जो एंट्री
so
हुई
well
बहुत
thought out
मस्त हुई है
already. You're covering so much here. Primi gets the spot. Jit Boys gets the kill. Autumn does find the one, but who else right on the point of attack clicking heads? It's Primi, your global ACS leader currently, kicking it
let's
off
go
just how you would expect.
Solid start here for Full Sense. Gonna be looking for a bit of a breezy pickup on the
Okay,
answer.
buy
We go
किसका है?
see. Global Esports
yep
can really
FS
make
का
it
भाई
work
अच्छा उनका
for them.
अटैक है
For now,
that's
running
why
forward, Remy. Self all the way to the top of ramp. Meanwhile,
they didn't buy
violence
bro
from the stack over on the B
लोगों ने
side.
buy
for
नहीं करा है
Global Esports.
I think off of the back of that sky flash from
गया गया
like to pull back. Whoa.
Oh, Jit Boys is getting in too deep here. They're looking to overwhelm him. They shall. Seem to be recovered. Remy at the
जी
same
भाई
time.
उसका बहुत गंदा मारा गया उसको यार
Spawn
लोल
doesn't turn back though.
they
So
all are
spot out
coming
on
from
Autumn.
flank में से आ रहे हैं
He's now going to be coming through.
हग दिया वही तो
Valorant frantically tries to
भाई
get that
उसमें
straight forward into the site,
स्पेक्ट
but at the
मशीन
same
गन
time,
काइंड ऑफ नहीं
he's
मतलब
getting back
एसएमजी तो
across
थी
towards B, and he's not going to be able to intercept anyone.
मरा मरा
Corner
3
because Primi's already pushed that far through.
Well, since they're so scattered at the moment, it's very
okay
easy to isolate these kills, but Autumn does eventually
मरेगा
come down.
मरेगा
Cruz
मरेगा
now the silent lurk up the rope. As the spike gets planted,
गया
swing in the corner, spot on one. The turn back, however, and he's only going to be good for the single kill.
ये भी हगा ये भी हगा ये भी हगा
Not able to take him down. The Guardian now in hand for Javi. This goes into a 3v3, and Full Sense cannot afford to lose any more of these weapons. They still just have that one Marshall in hand.
nicely done
Some of the sight lines, but okay,
nicely
Leviathan looking
done
alive and well. Goes ahead and picks apart the final three.
Yeah, and it got a little scrappy in there. I mean, it's pretty interesting that Full Sense is willing to send
Let's
so
go.
many players out
भाई
on
उसने
solo
जो
missions during
like
this
SMG होते भी
anti-eco,
हगाया वो
kind of explore the map, look for space. And what's crazy is they're given a ton, and it almost ends up costing them because there's these little gaps that Global Esports is able to find. They're able to grab some guns,
वो
maybe
बहुत
do some
गंदा आ रहा
damage.
था वो
Primi eventually kind of piecing the puzzle together there. Maybe it's going to be a player tucked in back screens. They're able to get through it in the end, but it looked a little bit dicey for a moment.
let's go
Strong hold, Catman.
Hell, and right
Nicely
forward,
done.
Batman greets him
nicely
with a
take
bullet.
nicely take nicely take nicely take
It's that headshot, and that's going to be a shutdown on this entry. Immediately abandoned by Full Sense as they are
they're coming from mid yep
play a
yep yep
wrap
yep
into heaven. But Autumn is here, spot out on the one. It's the dink there on the Jit
nice one
Boys.
nice one nice
Leaving
one damage है
Leviathan
दूसरा
into, able to find 2 kills in
नहीं है
response,
damage
and this now
lol
gets brought into a 3v3, and Full Sense are still looking decent in this bonus.
Yeah, they pretty well aware that strong side is going to be over there. It's just, are you going to be ready for Crystal here?
Well,
Sexy.
White has him lined up. Leviathan and Cruz are both going to be taken down, and now it's on Kahlua to try to see if he can clutch this one out. Prowler confirming they have him surrounded. The vent exit now being watched.
जब उसको पता चल गया वो नीचे
Else to
ड्रॉप
go
हुआ है
but into this A site. This time, Go ahead.
You can go for plant.
This is a bold one, and that's going to
Nicely done.
unable to find the plant. Still,
Nicely
kill's
done.
going to be found in the bonus, but it's going to be Global Esports coming online in round 3.
Let's go भी.
Yeah, they're doing a good job here, already making
ये
some
कितना नजदीक
adaptations
इसने
ready
screen
for that
रखा है
entry
बे?
that we saw in the pistol this time is
Just
Patman
imagine इसके
shutting
screen
down
में
Premier,
flash
not
आई,
allowing
पूरा
that
संधा
space to
होएगा,
be
lol.
gained. Follow up with the wall to make sure that they do try to scale off the back of that, and if it is just a coordinated B hit, that they're able to stall it out. So they lose a couple players
Nice
up in heaven.
even.
All's well that ends well. Crystal finds 2, holds the line. Now you start getting into the big important rounds, rifle v rifle. Leviathan on the charts right now for full sense with that anti-eco. Abby doing a little perimeter control here in mid, just
Spray
so
cut?
that nobody's behind that box, has that wall, can block off some of this space. Flash doesn't confirm anything here, so kind of a interesting information standoff.
Okay.
But GE is reading this so well right now.
Damn, trying to flush them out of mid. Not sure why.
They are like multiple on mid, okay?
Down to
वापस से
sewers.
push करा.
Still as well, going to be lobbed in for good measure.
Might try to send a little bit of fake info here, try to keep some players a little bit more pinned. Yeah, you're going to send the dog in. Get cleared, doesn't get too far for full sense. But GE well aware. Already Mutoton off the angle, but this is the strong side.
Really cautious about that as well, because he's one away from having that showstopper online. Crystal's just going to be rewrapping here at elbow, and already Ghibli's going to be
Oh,
taken out.
damn.
Remy's able to find one in response. Autumn now dead. Viper spotted. Does
Haga,
manage to
haga,
hold his
haga,
own.
haga,
It's not that
bhai,
fight
wo
versus
haga.
Crystal, but Mutoton now comes up with the kill, and the ulti is online. They invested immediately, and he doesn't get the shot off. Primy! What a shutdown!
He loved.
Monsters kill from him, but still the round not yet over. Into a 2v2 as Javi healing forward through main. Doing now, will spot him out from on high. Leviathan somehow
Oh, sexy.
not away with the kill, and now is into a 1v1. 15 seconds remaining. Plant gonna be stuck. Wrap around the back, and now they spotted each other out. Patman trying to clutch it. Tagged up a bit, taken down. Kalua will stand
यार
tall and
spray नहीं
full
करते यार ये लोग
sense
लोग.
of Global Esports.
Yeah, just a really scrappy round here. Full sense has to fight tooth and nail just to get the spike planted.
Spray
Primy
करता है ये.
with some nifty
Wall bang easy बने.
maneuvering, gets the kill, gets the updraft, avoids dying to that showstopper. There's a nice little play here where they TP
Clutch है,
Leviathan
बहुत
up on the
तगड़ा clutch है
rafters, and then they peek out and clear back of the screens there. It's right there.
Nice one.
Nicely coordinated from full sense. Oh my god. Unreal.
He's already dialed in, like he's got him lined up.
भाई वो क्या बच्चा है वो.
On the angle. Well, now on to the eco attempt here for Global Esports. Eyes out, however, Premi's able to find Mutoton first and foremost. You're going to be happy to just go ahead, pick off the one, back away,
Okay.
a bit, and now lead in with the Trailblazer to Male.
Almost unfair. I mean, Primy is just so insane right now. Trying to slow down the dog, but Leviathan will claim Patman's life over here at Garage. See if he can find another.
Nah.
Go around the corner. Bit of damage. Paranoia. Blows him up.
Just looking to hold his ground here. It does
Nicely
a
done.
little bit of damage, but Crystal can't finish the job. We'll be able to go ahead and back up for the heals. While Primy fully team behind it, but it's okay. Leviathan's got him covered. It's himself a third of the round. Another multi-frag round for Leviathan. He has
Okay, let's
had
see.
his ups and downs throughout the stage. Started things off quite hot, and then out a little bit, but he's going to be showing up like this here in the semi-final. Then that bodes damn well for Full Sense. We're now going to be up 4-1 off the back of a flawless round.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the things about this team is so
सही
much
खेल
of
रहे हैं
it
ये लोग.
is frankly just like not just their coordination and some of their meta reads and their big picture stuff, but also their individual sort
Flawless
of, like,
निकला है.
confidence and feeling. And something Cruz has talked about and that we've seen on stage is that he's done a really good job of getting everybody kind of aligned with their emotions, and everybody's having a good time no matter what. Like, you'll see them lose
Nicely done.
brutal rounds and they're just laughing. It's like they don't have a care in the world, but
Time out
that is
मांगा
what
lol.
they needed. Like, Cruz did a great job of identifying how his team needs to function, what they need to be feeling to have success. He's able to bring that out, and we've seen Leviathan start to bounce back because of that.
Yeah, regardless of how the rest of this series ends up shaking out, I think this is a moral victory for Cruz. Is forcing Frost to have to call it the first time out.
Wait, who's this guy? I thought,
That's true. Cruz didn't remember who the hell he was. Also, great to see Tila back.
Yes. Very good to see him back.
They all was well with the procedure, so it's good to go. And so far, it's
Bone
off
Trio
to a roaring start. And we're not really
and Batman.
getting to see global esports find the same value
Lol,
on
yaar.
this stage so far. Granted,
Public
it's
क्या क्या बना
basically
के
a
लाती
rifle
है?
round, but we need to start seeing that value come in. It's so good for them on Breeze. Hobby is constantly slowing things up, really shutting things down. But we do have this jet in the
क्या ही
race on the other
transition
side.
लाए हैं ये
You
लोग?
can really just circumnavigate that wall, just go up and over the top of it. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to try to find the value here, so
Okay.
let's see what they can do.
Let's see.
Full ults nearly online. Global Esports, they
दोनों
do
woman पे ult है.
stack deck, one charge, being 4 ults ready to go.
Slowing down the front entrance here, but swings out wide. Oh my god, that was risky business.
Nicely done.
I would say on that one,
Nicely
trying to
done.
score, but
Nicely done. Nicely
ended up being
done.
at 1 for 1. Javi now down.
बहुत अच्छा ट्रेड निकाला है.
Loves
Freemy
the
का.
ability to try to slow up this
साला
approach.
जेट लेके अच्छा नहीं यही रहा.
Deny the showstopper. So that's worth it. Big time. That's a very fine play for Javi to make.
मत पिक कर.
Knocked
मत
out
पिक
a
कर.
big piece of the puzzle for full sense. Now it's
Peek in
Tapman's turn.
Spot out. He's taking a little bit of damage here through that box. Meanwhile, Permit just dashing forward. Believe Shorty at the ready. As
Okay.
quite able to collect on that headshot.
Look at how quick Autumn is to come behind this.
Well, we're checking out towards the site. Nothing going to be spotted, but like you said, Autumn does make his way forwards into A main. Leviathan's going to be caught, so now the smoke's down. Looks like Full Sense are going to try to scale forward towards this defender spawn.
Okay,
Have to
let's
the
see,
other
let's
side of
see.
this poison orb. They'll have Primmy dead to right. Screws on the counter swing. Will be able to take him down. Trades it back, but now it's still a player deficit for Full Sense. Orb will fall, and Crystal collects the kill.
Defenders 30 seconds left.
Lua not quite going to get caught by that seize. Does cover the spike, has it in hand, but he's going to be pushing into a 2-player stack. Autumn is already counter-rotated back across to the B side. So Global Esports, damn good. Go ahead and
Oh,
finish this round.
nicely done.
And that will be it. Final op shot will get Global Esports a second round win.
Well, that's exactly what you were looking for. Some impact out of the Sage, and it completely foils Full Sense's plans in the early part of the round. And they're not really able to kind of scale into the site the way they want to. They get stalled up in heaven. Autumn is quick to make those rotations, so I think that's also part of the adjustment Frost is talking about, that they're going to give you gaps with this comp, with this double duelist comp. Try to take advantage of them. Try to put the pressure on those flanks, and it causes Leviathan, who's aware of it and ready for it, to crumble, and that just puts Full Sense in a completely pinned-in position. So they're going to try this again.
Get off the rip there for Autumn, and oh, look at that boost up, and Yutan ends up sliding off the side of the wall. Still's going to be able to collect one, but Primmy quickly trades it back. Showstopper now out for Jitboy, slowed up on the approach by that orb. So bounding forward, it's going to be into the NBA side.
ये साइड
Have
पूरा
to
खा
evacuate
लिया.
this Global Esports.
पूरा खा लिया उनके लिए.
Still decently does favor Full Sense, however, they do not have that pit available now. Seeing how entrenched they can get in the post.
Spike planted.
They're going to have their work cut out. Again, Global Esports able to spread the map for free, so, and you're going to lose Leviathan there, so Primmy going to be on flank duty.
Rez, get him back into 5v3 now, Global Esports.
He's just that good! Unbelievable. Head had nothing but heads. And he almost had the
Absolutely
6. Oh.
ridiculous.
Bro, क्या मार
What have
रहा
you
है
meant to
बे?
do? For one, peeking him one by one, probably not going to be the play.
For sure.
Hell, throw an army at this guy, and I think he's going to be good to take down multiple people. We'll be able to have one, but Yutan clean stuff with that bandit. Comes away with 2 kills. Brimmy and Leviathan both could be struck down. Meanwhile, re-swing out. Oh, Crystal, what a shot! They now look to come alive. Smooth movement from Jitboys does take an immense amount of damage, though.
Flick था
Down to
वो.
4 HP, that healing desperately needed from Kahlua. And this is a wild position to be in. Get haste and then come up with a thrifty. Oh, this would do wonders for Global Esports.
This is awkward, to say the least. I
Bro.
mean, you're going to have to fight in so many different directions to get out of this. Good news is you haven't dropped a gun over yet.
Boys,
Last player
will find the
standing.
one, but will get taken down. Now it is on Kahlua once again. 46 health. The weapons haven't been recovered. He
Lol.
knows that he's
तीनों साइड से पड़ेगी
here.
इसको.
Has to go for the reload. And
Nicely
that will
done.
be his death. So Thrifty going to be confirmed. Global Esports rallying
भैया
back for a
मैं
third
बाद
round
में
win.
आती हूँ. Yep,
to
yep,
see
yep.
them
कोई ना.
start to rack up these rifle rounds.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It is a nice round for them that they're able to just hit some shots that maybe they weren't hitting before in the rifle rounds. Sometimes you just need that one thrifty.
काफी अच्छा थ्रिफ्टी निकाला है भाई इन लोगों ने.
Kind of feel of the game going, and good news here is you caught Primi in an awful position where there's nobody to cover him with that outlaw. He's only got 2 bullets in it. Ooh, Crystal. That is crispy.
बहुत सही मारा बे, बहुत
There you
सही.
go. So right back into it. Our global esports after like maybe Primi was just gonna outdo him, but he's gonna have the blade, so he isn't gonna buy a gun for this round. Only a guardian for Leviathan. That one round enough to kind of put Full Sense a little bit off balance economically. There's that mid wall. Kind of slow things up. This is a counter to what we saw with Primi with the Blade Storm earlier. He pushed up mid, he got a free kill. So this is Javi trying to deny that.
Primi, he wants that kill, but
Nicely
all of
done.
counter swing. Good coverage. Esports will shut down the knives nice and early. Still, weaponry in hand for Full Sense to try to put some damage through, but it's a very solid start for global esports as they get closer and closer.
स्मोक
trying to tie
बहुत
this up.
पावरफुल है बे इनके लिए.
You've got a couple
Split पे.
decisions to make. The player down. Maybe you can just wait for the wall to drop.
Right now.
Yep. See if
I will also use it if I like
Something
playing
layers here with info. Good for
comp and
GG.
like it's.
Spot out, quick little back pedal, slow orb is out. Not gonna be layering the paint shell on top of that. Thought maybe they'd go for a little bit of a crowd play. Instead, global esports kind of happy to just open up these avenues a bit. As Autumn's presence is going to
30
be
seconds
confirmed, but I
left.
don't know if they're going to be ready for him to be this close up. And they are not. Autumn
He took
able to
three.
find himself a
Nice,
second kill there. 3 overall in the round before finally getting taken out.
Oh,
The intercept, they see the jump across. Do they go for a repivot here? Doesn't actually, they can. 15 seconds remaining in the round. They have to commit to this one, and Crystal is waiting down below.
Nicely done.
Solid cleanup, just the one casualty in Autumn. As Global Esports now 1 away from tying it up.
well, now they're starting to get some value again out of that Sage. It seems like that's so pivotal for this composition. Having that information layering, and then you have the Boombot afterwards to keep control of that mid space to make sure that you're not giving the opportunity for Full Sense to scale. Primi overheats a little bit, maybe
This is
feeling
dope,
himself a bit
Nichana.
too much after that 5-kill round. The ace
इसका
overheats
चेहरा
a
देखना.
little bit, maybe feeling himself a bit too much after that. Kind of the global esports that we're used to seeing this stage. When they're at their best, it's good trading, good protocols. They're keeping track
हाँ
of
अबे
what's going
टाइम
on
आउट की
around.
जरूरत पड़ेगा ही.
Everybody's kind
हाँ.
of making the right moves at the right time. And honestly, in a lot of these rounds, it's felt like they've had positional advantage, that they've had some macro advantages, but you're getting out-dueled at times. You're getting beat by some of the prowess of these Full Sense players, which is part of the reason that they're so scary right now is because, like you talked about, not just Leviathan, but Killua, Jip Boys, like everybody's stepping up. Yes, Primi is going absolutely crazy, but so are some of the other players behind him. And this Thai squad can just drag their way out of some bad situations. Frost already
लला.
pretty fired up. Trying to get into the ear of Javi as IGL to make sure that they're doing all the right things. Full Sense. See what kind of adjustments they want to make. Are they going to try to maybe spread the map a little bit more? I wouldn't mind seeing them try to take some contact fights with some of this early Sage util. Gives away a lot of information about what Full Sense is thinking. So
Okay.
maybe now is one of those moments where you put some of that trust into your individual players and say, hey guys, just try to take some fights 1v1, see if you can win them. Maybe we can create some opportunities that way and bait out the Sage util a little bit earlier so we can work with it. We can clear it a little bit quicker potentially. Things like that could be thought of, but instead they're just going to cruise through mid here.
Double hero. Vandals
Okay.
alongside these two singers and a sheriff. But yeah, gonna storm their way up through Mail. Up for these maneuvers. Cloudburst getting that coverage. You know, shots here is Javi. Leviathan, however, going to be
Nice
caught.
one.
Good attention paid by Global Esports, but now the pit is going to be
क्या
played.
उन्होंने
But
entry
Patman is not
दी
done
है?
yet.
Spike
It's
planted.
down Primi. That's one of the Vandals now left on the floor, stranded outside of the pit. As hello. Good to see the game. Okay. Okay. There we go. Thank you. Do my best to try to cast off the audio, but Patman has found himself at third. Kalua now dead. Drops down. What is that shot, Patman? Locks on for the headshot. Now it's just cruising.
Let's go, bro.
Down at Alley. An unbelievable volley of kills from Patman, who nearly gets his own ace. And we are tied up at 5-5.
That's
Nice,
one of the
yeah.
other superstars in this lobby is Patman. He has been gigantic for global esports. He comes up with some of the best plays you will see. That's another one right there just to add to the highlight reel. for stage 1, Patman. That is filthy. He is on. Oh, that is so
क्या मारा है?
smooth. That catches Kilowatt coming out of the door. I mean, the drop down
यार
there.
ये था उसका almost low.
Drops the elbow, stands up. We know what Pat does at the global stages. He'll let you know.
Let's
He's
go,
not
let's
afraid
go.
to jaw with you. Shotgun here. Okay, yes, indeed. Autumn's got a couple.
सर
different
डबल
guns.
डबल गन्स उठाई है.
Whole little arsenal
Yeah.
laid out for him, but a little bit of damage. Let me just see if he can get
You
lucky.
know always champions Vandal क्यों उठाते हैं? Champions Vandal में ऐसा है क्या?
As a trailblazer, might even check the corner. I mean, they know that he's here. Boys, just pretty held in place for now. Does still have that.
I don't know.
Doesn't opt to send it. At the same time, though, Cruz able to win out versus Javi over at A main.
I wonder if Javi rode the wall there and Cruz was ready for it this time. Maybe he just tried to pop up and over. Cruz just caught him on a timing. Hard to say for sure.
उनका एक A और B पे दोनों बैठे हैं.
Want to create any more map
गया रेस गया.
Expecting some kind of re-clear from Global Esports, and he's actually correct. It's just Yudotan.
He's like waiting for to break the wall.
Batman gonna get the read now though. So Yudotan has to keep his eyes behind where he wants to rotate to. Knows there's that extra player over there. He knows that Cruz is going to be wanting to create that extra angle.
Batman still down here backside to the corner off the reveal. Jit Boy's going to be taken down. Kahlua and Primi now falling to Autumn. As Autumn will get himself another 3K. The spike is on the floor and Cruz is a world away. Being counter-rotated on as well by Yudotan.
Nicely done, bro. Nicely done.
15 seconds remaining. And he would have to likely just win this one out with kills. Give him an opportunity. And now he's got to back away. Another round going over to Global Esports as they will gain the lead.
Yeah, they're
2v1.
really just being very proactive.
He has spike? No, he has not.
With their rotates, making sure
Oh,
they're
जीत गए
getting
लोग.
players into full sense of spaces, whatever they try to make it execute. They've got this B execute on lockdown. They fell for it on the opening pistol. Now they're giving up just a little bit of space for the Jet, and then they're throwing in different ways to stall it behind that, whether it be just positioning with Patman that we saw earlier. Here, it's going to be the Haunt that comes through, gets the reveal, and basically just nullifies this execute. And then what do you do here? You die. Because Autumn moved.
Sexy मारा था अभी.
Transfer there and get the third to boot. Great round for him. Great map so far.
Yeah. Top of the charts, but it's not done yet. Primi dead. And that has been an ill omen for Full Sense. We see that jet fall.
Lord,
She'll be able to intercept this. It's going to be a pit. Block off the ramp. Still are well aware of his position, but I feel like this is just widely going to have to be abandoned because the site is now open.
This might have just been to save his own bacon here, frankly. I mean, pinned in that corner, probably felt like if he didn't do something.
Doesn't actually get the scout here.
Okay.
From Leviathan gets slotted against the wall. Do they read this? Yes, they kind of do. They can't do anything about it. Paranoia going to be invested. Autumn still able to hold on to that one additional kill, but Kahlua quickly does take him down. And now Patman once again to try to be the hero. Let's get the showstopper out of Jit Boys and has him whittled away at down to 37 HP. And his own Paranoia available, sends it, connects it.
Oh, nicely try. यार उसको cover से बाहर नहीं आना चाहिए था बस.
6 at the half. Perfect parity between these two squads.
Yeah, this is exactly what you expected coming into this match. Both teams going to be really well prepared, really well situated. Pat's fired up about something.
Cover में रह के मारना चाहिए था ना उसको.
Some kind of different response in that round. Maybe just a better check of that corner. Leviathan gets bailed out by Kilowatt. With Paranoia at hand, the teammate was there. Make sure there was no further ability. Global Esports to do more damage.
Get ready to go into the halftime. Bit of a...
This is song.
It's throwing me off. It's absolutely throwing me off. I'm supposed to talk about a fan art thing that we got going on, but Ching up on the screen. Okay, we're having fun. But yes, we do have a fan art event happening here for the Pacific viewers.
Wow.
So hoping to see some sick artwork in the crowd, like we always do have from the Pacific fans. So our eyes peeled for that.
What is he doing? He's playing rock, paper, scissors against the crowd?
Halftime.
I guess so.
All right.
Wingman got walking around the back.
Yeah, Wingman, yeah.
Slicky
Yeah. Good. Well, we'll see. You know, you normally would probably feel pretty good here as full sense with 6 on your attacker side. You come out swinging, force GE to be the ones to make the adjustments as the half went on. And sure, the adjustments they did make, but it came so late when you're already down 5-2 on, you know, your side of the map. So this is gonna be a little bit scary for GE, I'd say. Full sense, very good on both sides of the coin. Again, Global Esports, you know, they picked that defender side.
Nice, right?
That's a rip. Jitboy's able to get out before falling. That additional damage, and actually does get the kill from beyond the grave. Crystal now down. And Autumn is not going to be able to do a damn thing. Damn near flawless pistol. Full sense going to be collecting a second one in that regard. Regaining the lead by 1.
Yeah, I mean, they're just so decisive.
Okay, how
Full
they like
sense here.
they ended this
Exactly what they need
round?
to do. How to spring it. And we'll make the adjustments as the half went on. And sure, the adjustments they did make, but it came so late when you're already down 5-2 on, you know, your side of the map. So this is gonna be a little bit scary for GE, I'd say. Full sense, very good on both sides of the coin. Again, Global Esports, you know, they picked that defender side.
Not again. That's a rip. Jitboy's able to get out before falling. That additional
Nice
damage, and
one.
actually does get the kill from beyond the grave. Crystal now down. And Autumn is not going to be able to do a damn thing.
Nicely
Damn near
done.
flawless pistol. Full sense going to be clicked. Shot's going to be sent out there. Meanwhile, oh, well.
Is he thinking knife already?
Just waiting for
Okay.
the run to be ready.
Spectre with heavy shield, nice.
Not quite
अच्छा combo हो
prepared for
सकता
that
है.
one. Well, come on. Into a paint shell. Lobbed over towards Jitboys. Doesn't need too much damage. Clue is going to be able to find one. Through the corner. Autumn dead. Jitboys. It's another just fadeaway kill on a paint shell onto Crystal.
2 clean shots.
2 rounds in a row that
Truly
Crystal's now
clean
died to that one.
shots.
And it's a big round for Jitboys. And if he's also going to start
Truly clean
coming alive,
shots.
and that's going to bode very well for Full Sense. So a very clean Antica.
Yeah, and again, I got to credit Killua here for his positioning. We saw it with the way he's able to back up players pretty quickly, but he knows exactly, and he knows that, you know,
जो
Jitboy's
दूसरा उसको
under
नेड़
pressure
में
on
मिला.
site because Jit got revealed by the Haunt. He has to throw a paint shells at one side and try to switch to the gun and cover the other, and Killua's there to help him out, make sure that the weak side that paint shells isn't on is dealt with. Just a scrape there.
Wow.
Leviathan caught just doing a little bit of checking.
जी कोई तो ओमन को पड़ा है थोड़ा damage.
Severe just yet. Have Killua with that Vandal coming into this round. Primi with a shotgun.
Goes to clear out that Prowler and wants to try to keep that Bucky very much disguised.
Okay.
Comfortable and come pushing forward into be heaven. Boombot not going to be making its way to that position though. Eventually we'll have to clear it out. What's the drift play?
That's a really nice haunt. Prevented him from probably getting one.
That would have been one hell of a shot.
Nicely
Unfortunately,
done.
Heaven has killed forward into Mail, so Prim just puts himself up on a silver platter.
Spike drop.
Unable to get little collection of wall-off blocking stairs access. This is limiting the retake potential for Full Sense.
They're all over the map right now, Full Sense.
Oh, out of that wall. Autumn, however, to find
Spike
Cruz.
planted.
Sim over at ramp. Back into the position, meanwhile Leviathan going to
Nice
fall
one.
here in mid.
One
Global
enemy
Esports
remaining.
looking damn clean here. And they make it a flawless is going to be the ultimate question. And the answer is no. Yudaton will fall. Killua able to find that kill, but has his work cut out for him. The Vandal could just about back
Okay.
away, but obviously cash aplenty at the moment here for Full Sense. But it's looking like Global Esports once again to be making this tight knit. They will be one round away from tying it up again.
Wouldn't mind taking another gun away if possible, but I think that Global Esports is going to give Killua the opportunity as he really gets on his horse and goes hunting. Just a really solid, again, if Global Esports is
Okay.
able to get their util to connect, to get that information, they make great decisions off the back of it. And this is another example of that. Just the haunt to reveal Primi, nobody oversteps, puts him in a spot where he's going to try to guess on a timing of when they're going to come up the stairs from Mail to see if he can get some value out of that shotgun. They never give him the chance. They read that play perfectly. Down he goes. So, Boss dealt with. Autumn still continuing to have a great map. That's one of the players on GE with that global
Operator है क्या?
experience,
हाँ,
that
off
big
पे भाई
stage
प्रीमी पे.
experience. Him and Patman, the two of those players who have been there, are leading for this team right now.
Bring me now into the operator. He's gonna get himself a collab. Patman and Javi both gonna be taken down. Full sense and not want Global Esports to encroach on this scoreline.
2v4.
Fought out to try to scout around, but now, what are you meant to do? Try to ride the wall here. The Prowler's not gonna go deep enough. Spot out. Autumn will fall. Primi with a third, and maybe a 4K if he can just get this kill on a Crystal, and he shall. Primi, another massive round for him. Full sense will continue to stave off Global.
Just feels like it's so easy for him. He's just in the right place at the right time. Everything he touches turns to gold sometimes, and
भाई जो starting के दो
expect him to at least
खींचे
get
वो ज़्यादा ही.
Nope, he's got two.
You gotta imagine that this also means something for Primi. I mean, we talk about the cruise and cross thing. This is Primi's opportunity to be like, you had me on deadlock! You put me on Senti! I could have been doing this the whole time for you, buddy!
That's a fair point. There's a little gap in that wall. Weird. Ooh.
Okay, a bit of an overstep there.
Okay. Nice shot, but by what? Patman.
Shut down. Forward to his demise. Patman getting caught. Little attempt at a place. This though, pushed to the smoke, punished by Crystal.
Last player
Full
standing.
sense. I mean, it's getting picked apart one by one.
Okay.
Yeah, this one felt a little
It's
bit
4v1 now.
that
Nice.
full sense that we see when they just try to press a little bit, try to make big plays where they don't necessarily need to.
Spike planted.
Starts and ends with Autumn.
Clean stuff still here for Autumn, keeping them in this game. It's a double back. Yes, Remy did one of
Nice, Tita.
I know the lore. Don't come at me.
Oh nice.
They're just so
ये cross का kill बहुत sexy था.
great awareness by
One
Crystal.
enemy remaining.
You know, maybe they're going to try to scale past that smoke, try to re-clear that space into mid.
Here.
So ready for it. Big important round because so much is going to be invested here for Full Sense. Another operator, just a guardian for Killua. This one feeling like could be a make or break on this map, potentially in this series. Autumn going to keep that op that he stole off of Primi's body from the previous round. A bit of a check. Autumn's going to dodge it.
You know, obviously, a little bit odd to sometimes see the Viper bringing out
तो
the
shotgun के साथ
value that
बैठा है
Autumn
ना?
has been having with this weapon across
Nah,
all of
nah.
their series. At all. You know that he's right at home with this gun.
Right. I mean, a great chamber player. He has really come alive with that agent. Certainly can snipe.
Tearing it down. Putting the corner though, and Yudotan will be able to find Kahlua.
Nice
But
shot
player
to
advantage,
Killua.
Look at the HP bars.
W pit, bro. W pit.
Available, so Yudotan gonna be stuck at 49.
You
But
have
does
whole
the hit to
sights
try to
main
counteract
area.
this retake. His boys, however, has a showstopper online.
Got to find the info here to tee him up.
Roombot to try to lead out, doesn't manage to spot anything. Meanwhile, Patman, what a slow play from him. Looks at that second kill, and he
Sexy
cannot
180.
find it. Still gets good damage, but now Jit Boys down into the pit. Is able to find one. Yudotan going to be finished off. Goes into a 3v3. That Leviathan in the meantime. He's into the back. He's able to find Javi. Still there, found. Auburn's position now. No, still going to be given the one. The counter spam out from Jit Boys. Takes him down the pit now. Fall on Crystal. The 1v1.
Still waiting. Where are you?
The haunt out, the clear of it. And the time is gone. No chance to try to bring this one back. Jit Boys, yes, with the 4K, but the round win will go the way of GE as they tie at 9-9.
Nice leader.
Yeah, I think it might be time for a timeout from Full Sense here. Still
इसको peek नहीं लेना चाहिए था फेड को.
close. Jit Boys with that ultimate, able to make a go of it, but it's Autumn again, who has been tremendous. Continues to just be on absolutely great form. Everything he looks at, it's like they're beach balls. This one right here, almost a double.
अच्छा मारा था.
So close. Leviathan,
Last player standing.
yeah, cheeky as hell.
See Batman frustrated.
वही क्या
about
गाली
that
दे रहा था
second
वो.
kill, but at least breathe a sigh of relief that he was able to win out the round. Grab, that's not going to scout.
Lol.
Bit of a team blind, I think, on a Primi.
Yep.
Saw the head glowing. Kahlua will still be able to find Autumn. And Muton cannot keep that weapon protected. Sends out the paint shell, however,
Nicely
holds
done.
his own. Jitboy's down. The heal can come through. Meanwhile, Cruz with another kill.
3v2.
Grabs up the gun. Vandals try to play this one out.
Last player standing.
Sexy मारा बे 2v बंद करा.
Feel pretty damn good about their options here. Their odds of closing it out, but Kahlua
Spike
still
planted.
trusting in his own abilities. Going to be sending out those seekers, but he's going to be gaining too much information.
And that wall there.
Wall
means
भी
that
नहीं
his
टूटी
little
भाई lol.
attempt to create a ruse with the Seekers doesn't work at all. So G knows exactly where he's at.
Not really much of a safe spot to try to go for the trail
Okay.
either. Maybe if he can get himself slotted along the back of pillar. Instead, trying to get this catch here, but Paranoia will come in from behind. Patman keeping Hobby protected, swings back, and Patman has the shot. Global Esports
Batman भाई.
into a
Fan बन गया भाई इसका तो
lead.
बहुत sexy मारता
They
है
are
Netflix से.
really starting to feel it. Stringing some rounds together here on their attacker's side. And just feels
इतना
like
makeup
Full
झाड़ा है
Sense
बे इसमें.
doesn't really have a great map read. They're going for some of these coordinated plays and they're not executing them very well. Trimmy with the Blade Storm early to your own team flash. Maybe a little bit of nerves, a little bit of pressure creeping in. You know, yes, a lot of these players on Full Sense have been on some of these stages, talking about it. You know, going back to Tokyo last year at the end of stage 2
FS
for
again.
Pacific. They've been there, but they still feels a little bit rough for them after that hot start. Starting to maybe get in their own heads a little bit. Batman's being really vocal today, my word.
Cross is leaning in. On his feet. Gotta be figuring out just what the hell Full Sense
Full
are gonna
Sense,
bring
wow.
off the back of this.
Versus 4 nationalities, wow.
Their second and final of the map, so if you want to be walking away with the win on their pick of Split, you need to see it all come together here.
कैसा फील होता होगा ऐसा मुंह पे ऐसे भाई वो कैमरा
Yeah, I think
लाता है
it's
वो.
just being a little bit
एक तो भाई इधर
smarter about
intense
how
match
you're
चल रही है
holding
उसमें
your
भी
angles
लगे
and when
पड़े
you're
हैं.
looking for your moments to try to set up those picks. Probably trying to calm the players down a little bit, trying to make sure that they're not making any mistakes, but I think you need to get too creative, too crazy here. I think you just need to play a pretty standard game. Don't go for the big play, go for the smart play, and make GE have to make those moves. Don't give them the opportunities to get those early first kills and give them that advantage and that comfort to start scaling in towards sites.
Prowler does get the catch. Forward Jamel, another Prowler has Cruz backpedaling away, and Kalua's trying to come to the rescue, but Hobby has it
Wow.
covered. Patman now flushes out the enemy IGL at stairs. Meanwhile, Patman intercepting,
player
catches
standing.
Trimmy. Jitboys is gone. It's only
What
good
the
for the one
heck,
kill.
Lord.
Leviathan. Oh boy, this could be cheeky. Finds the first, gets himself a second,
Down B.
and suddenly he's on for it. Back away. Big fight will push him
Nicely
forward, though,
done.
out into the open, and Patman collects it. Solid efforts from Leviathan, but Global
Gee,
Esports
bhai.
all too aware.
This is kind of what I didn't want to see. Again, it's Killua stepping out into mid to try to make the big play, to try to get those
इसने
kills. and
बहुत सही खेला.
it's just two players are watching it.
It's over a slow one as well.
One enemy remaining.
Leviathan gets away with a little bit of trickery, but in the long run, it's not much.
Sexy
Patman
भाई.
reads it perfectly. Leviathan trying to figure out where the hell Patman went after he got that kill in their spawn.
Back here to ramp. Shot's gonna be heard. Paranoia not quite gonna be connecting, and Patman ends up overcooking it. Faces forward into 3, all on his lonesome, and Trimmy will absolutely take that kill. I think one of these found if they can buy themselves some space. Obviously, the res is available, but there's no relative safety here at the moment for Global Esports. It's going to be a slow approach.
Okay,
That bolt off.
You do have the showstopper.
You will not
They are going to get that res eventually.
Wow.
The wall to protect it as well. Back into the round. Killua looking for some spam punishes. Are going to connect.
Meanwhile, double walk through sewers. Still though, very
बेटा
well aware
दो
of
आ
his
रहे हैं, दो आ रहे हैं, दो आ रहे हैं, दो आ रहे हैं.
Swing in the corner, and yeah, cannot find that first. Jitboys.
हगा
It's like lucky to be
हगा
alive.
हगा
He doesn't
हगा.
even take any damage. Wolves just go out around him. Meantime, Yurutan, he is trying to sell this on the B site. Two players leaning in towards A. Sends a showstopper up into heaven. Silent ride of the rope. Push through the smoke. Looking for the catch here. But Primi turns back. He's able to keep Jit Boys alive and in the fray.
Oh,
Patman dead. Second time here in the round. Full sense. They get one away from tying this up, and they shall. Barring an ace clutch from Javi. Goes out, finds the one.
Oy,
Nothing
nice
more
try.
to be collected. The Fuse will come in full sense. Still in with a chance. Take this map as their own.
yeah, this is more of what I wanted to see from Full Sense, just being a little bit defensive early, giving up some space, but not a lot,
Okay.
finding that first pick, and then using that to set the tempo. It's a cool, creative idea from Global Esports to try to turn this map around. I mean, if Crystal wins that fight down there, obviously it's probably going to look pretty different for Global, but they use Patman's ult over towards Yudotan with the showstopper to try to pull the rotations of Full Sense away, and they do. It just didn't matter because Full Sense was so quick to deal with it, to clear out some of those players, and then quickly rotate over to A. That never made really any
Let's
space or
go.
time that they needed. Get the job done. So
Hey, yo, why it's black?
another round, and I think now Global Esports wants to take their time, do a little bit of probing of their own.
Side दिख रहा है.
Boombot does get a
Hello?
little bit of a connection, but Jit Boys is rotating back over to B, even with that Boombot confirming some
Okay.
presence on the other side of the map.
You can have a big play in the mid.
सही
He
तो
does
है.
have that showstopper available.
It's a great hard read.
They all are coming from mid.
Oh, creep up Patman and Mail. In events, and I mean, there are options, but right now, they know it, but Global Esports are about to push into the stack.
Race पे आएगा.
Look out the alley, takes jump towards stairs. Boys force away, has to backpedal for now, but has
wow.
the showstopper, and that's a disaster. Not sure what happened there, but it's not going to get any easier for them. Swing the corner, Cruz finds two. The cleanup is swift. It's a flawless round. And I need a replay.
He must have TP'd into it
Yep,
because they used it to clear Jit off of the corner.
yep.
लोल. छी भाई क्या गंदा
Oh,
राउंड
boy.
निकाला है यार.
Oh. That's after.
Yeah,
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
although
भाई क्या flawless
That is
way a
निकाला
flawless, a
भाई.
team kill, allowing Full Sense to tie it up. 11-11, and now you're back on to an eco.
OT जाएगा
Make
ये.
the thrifty go, but Autumn's going to be taken down first and foremost is Primi. And that kill with the outlaw. Push forward to the
Lol.
smoke. Shit Boys barrel stuffing. Patman will be able to find that elimination, but Hobby trades it back. All the work cut out for them. Weaponry and player
Okay.
disadvantage for Global
Spike
Esports. as they keep
planted.
Spike planted.
Enemy kill.
Tucked away. Yonzana will end up dying. Another solid shot from Javi. Picks up a second elimination. Crystal covers, peels back some of that pressure that Primi is trying to put out. And now,
Enemy
Crystal
remaining.
will eventually fall. Swing around the corner. Javi not going to be fast enough to get the catch. They do some damage, but they cannot win the round. Full Sense now. Take it up to 12.
Well, this is going to be scary because you're going to have a compounding problem from what happened a round ago, where Patman died to Yudotan's grenade. You didn't have to use the showstopper. Jit Boys didn't have to rip it to prevent that execute from coming through from Global Esports. So now he's going to have it coming in here to seal the deal. I don't know. Primi's just going for it. You know, he knows this round is basically over, and the rest of the team's not too far behind.
Operator, nice
24
one.
kills for him on the op, on the Blade Storm. Showstopper, pit for Cruz with a judge.
उन पे 3 ult है
Cruz here
बे
to maybe
lol.
just seal off mid
There are
potentially.
like 3 ults on them.
Would be the plan.
Okay.
Our
Mid
Global
पूरा ult
Esports
है.
going to want to use some of their util to try to challenge.
I think really if you make a peep on the backside of this,
It's
just
showstopper.
sends it with a showstopper.
Yep.
And again, does get tagged up, so it might make him reconsider, but has a judge to try to hold this fence position.
Okay.
Meantime, Primi just popping the knives. Want to have a backup in case that first off shot ends up going wide.
Python just kind of playing the standard position here. Jiggle with the paranoia. Look and see if they make contact off of this, and that's his job, is to try to buy a little bit of extra time for those rotations. It's a good read by Global Esports. This will be the open site. It's the weaker side for sure.
Primi's able to find the lurker. Autumn dead, near the Prowler, paint shell. into the back. Patman not going to be being into it this time around.
Nice
There's
leader.
the haunt reveal to catch Leviathan. Filtrated back here. Even up the numbers. Paul buys them a little bit of space. The plant just now coming through. Cruz is able to find Hobby. Up on top of that wall. This might just be the map coming to an end. As Yutan still trying to hold his own. 2 kills shows up and now going to be thrown out. He gives his life for it.
Nicely trade.
Clears it out
Nicely
and gets
trade.
him into a 1v1. Crystal and Kalua. And on the corner check, Kalua comes out on top.
Wow.
13-11, full sets. Pushed to the brink, but still walking away with the win on their map pick a split.
Well, that's exactly what you wanted to see here. A very close first map. Brimmy coming alive for Full Sense, doing what he does best, just absolutely tearing through people. And some good responses from Global Esports, but that slow start, that 5-2 start that Full Sense was able to accrue on their attacker side made a huge difference, obviously.
But if we're going to be getting maps like that all day long, then sign me up. I am more than ready.
Let's go. अभी तो break होगा.
Damn entertaining from both of these squads.
चलो भाई लोग अपना वॉच पार्टी डन है क्या पता भाई पता चला भाई वो कॉपीराइट आ गया टिकट टड़ा